Hi Aries, welcome to your week ahead for the week of April 11th? No, April 12th through April 18th. Everything you need to know about this reading is in the description box below, including the recommend a reader. We got the Hangman, could be Pisces. It's about things being in flux and you being along for the ride. Including the recommend a reader shout out, which goes to Baccarat Tarot. Love and support to her. Check her out, show her some love. This is intended to be an all-encompassing reading. It takes a look at whatever shows up. That's what we're looking at. So it's open to romance or money, stability, family, all that. What else for Aries for the week ahead, April 12th through 18th for Aries. All right, Aries. Knight of Pentacles. That could be Taurus, doesn't have to be. Male or female. Whoopsie. Eight of Swords. The Lovers, that could be Gemini, Taurus, or Libra. Five of Cups. Strength, that could be Leo. King of Swords, that could be Gemini. He's coming up a lot. This could be male or female, but this is coming up a lot. This one, King of Swords. And the Knight of Swords, that's coming up a lot too. All right, so let's get the little guys here. All right. Okay, so this week has you taking charge of a situation. The shock for you came last week, and this week you're actually, or it came in the earlier part of the month, whatever, but now you're ready to rally. You were kind of like, there was like a stutter step and you were kind of knocked out, but now it's about you taking charge of a situation. So which one is it though? Is it romance or is it work or what is it? What's this Eight of Swords? This Eight of Swords. It's like you're rallying now. Look at this Knight of Swords. Holy cow. Two of them. Okay. So what's this Lover's card about? This Lover's card for Aries. Ha! Ace of Pentacles. Okay, what's this Five of Cups? This Five of Cups. Alright, you're having to make some decisions here, but about what? You got the Magician, Gemini, Virgo, or Aries. With the Five of Cups. Strength. Seven of Swords. I do like this so you can see the cards better. Man. What's this King of Swords about? What's this King of Swords for Aries? So this is you, okay. So you're like in decision making mode and wanting to get on top of something, and I think you're gonna feel restless because you can't have the progress and the speed and the action that you want. You're gonna have to give something time, and you're gonna have to think about it. This is the week for you to make decisions because you're not gonna be able to do what you want to do. You're gonna have to think about an alternative to handle a situation, because you want something this way, but you're going to have to accept it has to be this way for now. And I think it's that you're wanting a lot more involvement with, this looks like it's romance. It doesn't look like it's work here. Maybe the work issue was last week, and this coming week, this is all about deciding what you're going to do with your romantic situation. It could just be that you like to be on top of things, and so you've got work handled. Now let's handle this, romantic situation, especially because what it's looking like here is that you've got, there's a way for the Aries that I'm reading for, you can see a way for your situation to be worked out, to be improved, and yet you're feeling like it can't happen because of the way things are right now. So it's not that your person is or isn't into it, it's just that things could be the way you want it and you could be making that happen, but you can't because of the lockdown. Things aren't progressing the way you would like them to because of the lockdown, not because of lack of interest or compatibility. For the Aries that I'm reading for, this feels like it's this one's got potential. You're in a situation where it's got potential, but it's having to kind of be dormant now because of the situation, or because we're all going through lockdown Ronageddon. But there's potential here. The focus needs to be on you figuring out what you're going to do for work, though, because and the thing is, I say that it needs to be because it looks like you're kind of focusing on your romantic, like what isn't there instead of what is there but just has to wait. You're focusing on, but I want this, and it's like it'll be there. It's gonna be fine. It's coming. Shift your focus to work. Why do you have to shift your focus to work? What's this Knight of Swords? Why do you have to shift your focus to work? That's odd. Because change is coming. So that's what it is then. Your focus is on this romantic relationship, and it not being the way you want it to be when you can see the potential, but so you're going to have to shift your focus on that. Not only shift your focus, you're going to have to let it be what it is. You're going to have to give that a rest so that you can manage the upcoming changes for your work. There's stability here, but you're going to have to be adjusting to the changes, and you're going to have to be doing things differently for that stability. So this is quite possibly talking about a job change that's coming, whether it's you being laid off or working from home. If you're laid off, there's still compensation coming, and it's only temporary. So whatever changes are coming, or whatever changes you're needing to manage, rather, it's you kind of like things the way they were, and you don't want to have to. Nobody wants to be going through this, right? So this is for the Aries that I'm reading for. You're not happy about the fact that this is not letting you progress in your romantic situation that you would like to, because you like that. You actually like your person, so you're wanting that to be able to be more than it can be right now, and so you're kind of frustrated that it can't be. You need to put that on the shelf for this week at least, and focus on the changes that you can manage with your job, because the compensation and money is still going to be there, but your environment or the way you're working or the job that you're going to be asked to do is going to be different, and it's like you're going to be needing to manage those changes. So the stability's there with your money and your person, but the job is changing for the Aries that I'm reading for. All right, what else for Aries? What else for Aries? What's for Aries? Six of Wands. All right, so this is This is victory, but this is also victory because many minds are coming together to make that victory. So this is you needing to leave the romantic situation where it is. It's good. It's all right for now. And you're going to be needing to work with either your boss, the company, or colleagues to shift and do differently, do your job differently. Because the focus is going to be on maintaining the stability that you had, but it's going to be doing your job differently. Is that 8 of cups? Because no, it's 9 of cups, isn't it? Because I can see that cups right there. It always messes me up. 9 of cups. So things are good, and this is you taking things down a notch. So the happiness, the joy, the interest, is still there. It's just you're taking things down a notch. You're doing it differently. So I think that speaks to your romantic situation. As far as your job situation, it's doing things differently, but this is still being okay. Even with the changes, you're still okay. Things are still working out. Everybody's going to come together and work together. So this is a good week for you. It's going to be where you're kind of like, oh man, but there's no deficit here. Just changes. You managing changes, making some decisions about those changes, having to be patient, which you're probably just like, nope, I'm much more comfortable getting out there and managing and doing the changing, and instead of having to adjust to it. But that's what this week is for you. So, all right. I hope this was helpful, and I hope to see you in the next reading. You have yourself a good week. Love and support to you, and you take care, Aries. It's kind of nice just because it's like the stability is there. You just would like to do it differently, but it's a good week. All right. You take care.